Kia ora koutou and welcome to Sentinels of the Multiverse in about 3 minutes. It has a solo mode, it's a game for 1 to 5 players, playing time is medium, and it's a reasonably complex game.
Baron Blade is up to his old tricks again, developing a doomsday weapon to threaten Megalopolis. Fighting for freedom is the American Superman legacy. Billionaire turned vigilante, the Wraith, the fastest human alive, Tachyon, and the mysterious psychic visionary. Can these brave souls defeat Baron Blade in time?
All players work together and win by defeating the archvillain, usually by doing lots of damage to them. You can lose in different ways, but most commonly it is when all your character's health runs out. Variable player powers and card management. Every character has a unique deck of cards that defines how they play. Player turn. You start the game by selecting one of the available archvillains to fight against. We select Baron Blade. We then pick a location for the fight, called the environment. We choose Megalopolis and take that deck of cards too. We then pick 3 to 5 hero characters. If you have 1 or 2 players, each player will have to play multiple characters. Read the special rules for each archvillain and follow their unique setup instructions. Here, Baron Blade starts with an orbital defense platform in play. The villain always takes the first turn and will play a card from their deck. If it is a one-shot, resolve the effects printed on the card. This one damages all players and draws another card. If the card is ongoing, equipment, or a device, it stays in play and will provide an ongoing effect. Each hero player starts the game with a character card, a deck of cards, and draws a hand of 5 cards. First up, you can play a card. If it is a one-shot, it resolves immediately and is discarded. Ongoing and other card types stay in play. You can then use a power. All heroes have a power printed on them, but there are also power cards. Legacy grants all heroes +1 damage. Use markers to show this. If an attack does damage, choose a target for it. Here we play a 4 damage card and target the Blade Battalion. Our +1 modifier makes that 5 damage, which is equal to their health, so it is defeated and discarded. Heroes who take too much damage are turned over. When it is their turn, they can only use the options printed on their card. If you did not play a card or use a power, draw 2 cards at the end of your turn. Otherwise, draw 1. After all heroes have acted, the environment plays a card, which can modify the encounter, making it harder or easier for the heroes. It's now the villain's turn again. Why would you like this game? Sentinels of the Multiverse is a game with a huge amount of replayability, and that's because every hero, villain, or environment is unique and it alters the game. The same combinations of powers to defeat Baron Blade may not work to defeat Citizen Dawn and her army of minions, especially when she channels the sun and becomes invulnerable. Each character has strengths and weaknesses, and your plans often get derailed by the villain. But it's that exploration of all the characters and villains and figuring out what works that makes the game really fun. And while it's an excellent co-op, it's also an incredibly deep solo experience. There's also an amazing app adaptation that I have played entirely too much. The best thing about this game is seeing the villain is going to ruin your day, but being able to counter it with smart play. However, the targeting rules, multiple effects, and modifiers can really make this a calculation-heavy game. There can be also wacky timing effects that can get a little confusing, as well as multiple types of targeting rules and damage types to keep track of. So while the core rules are reasonably simple, all the card play can get very, very busy. And well, there is Haka, but we can sort that out. Like the idea of pre-built character decks? Check Maximum Apocalypse. And for more in the world of Sentinels, try Freedom 5. Sentinels of the Multiverse. I love that this isn't Marvel or DC. If you enjoyed this video, hit the notification button, subscribe to the channel, and come support us on Patreon.